Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a lesson on traps and tricks in opening yet again. Today we're going to look at a trap in the England defense. This is a very nice little trap. It starts off with d4 and black plays e5, giving away his pawn on e5. White captures. And now there's two ways black can go. He can play knight c6, which we'll look at just now. And the other move, which is also very tricky, is bishop c5. Now the very normal move here is knight f3. Black now plays d6. White captures this pawn. Black now plays knight e7, and this is the whole trick and point of the trap. Looks like it's giving away this knight for free, but now black's got this very clever little move. Bishop takes f2 check. This decoys the king away from the queen, so the king takes the pawn, bishop on f2, and black wins the white queen with queen takes d1. Now I would suggest that you guys only play this in blitz. Anything lower like 3 to 3 minutes bullet, I would not play this in a long game. That being said, I've caught probably 5 guys in the last 2 days in 5 minute blitz with the same trap. A few tricky things, or a few things to remember here. These moves come quite naturally. The key is after you play d6, before your opponent even moves pawn takes d6, you should pre-move the move knight e7. That way, when your opponent does make this move, this happens automatically, and then he thinks you pre-moved, which you did, and that it was a mistake, and then they're more inclined to take your knight, which is the whole point of the trap, which then wins the queen. Crafty little trap, and like I've said, I've caught about 5 guys in 2 days, so it's quite easy to catch guys out with this. So I hope you have some success with it. The other trap in this opening is after e5, d takes e5, black plays knight c6, threatening the pawn on e5, so it's a little bit more natural even now to play knight f3. And now black plays queen e7, threatening this pawn a second time. White plays bishop f4, defending the pawn a second time, and now black's got this tricky little move, queen b4 check. This attacks the bishop and the king at the same time. The correct move, or one of the moves, is bishop d2, and now black plays queen takes b2. Now, where does the trick lie? Well, the trick lies when white plays his bishop to c3. Now this looks like a great move because it's threatening the queen and it protects the rook via x-ray. But black now has this clever little move, bishop b4. Now obviously the bishop can't take the queen because it would be check. So now this bishop is threatened twice by the bishop and the queen. Let's say, for example, the queen goes to d2. Now black plays bishop takes c3. Now there's 2 moves white can try. The first one is knight takes c3, but then we pick up the rook, and black's clearly winning. The other option is queen takes c3, but then black has queen c1 checkmate. Now there's actually a funny little story. Probably about 13 years ago, I was preparing one of my under 10 students for a match, and I showed her this line for black, and it so happens that another kid that I don't coach personally was looking at this trap as I was showing her, and he actually caught his opponent on board 2 at the Nationals with this very trap, and he checkmated his opponent in exactly 8 moves with this trap. So it can be very dangerous if your opponent's unexpecting. So again, after e5, pawn takes, you've got two options. You can go bishop c5, or you could go knight c6. After knight c6, you're threatening the pawn, so white's probably going to play knight f3, queen e7, attacking the pawn again, bishop f4, queen b4, threatening the bishop and the king and the pawn. Bishop goes to d2, queen takes b2, bishop c3, bishop b4, and now after queen d2, bishop takes c3, and now white's got a major problem. If the knight takes, queen takes rook. If the queen takes, then even more problem. Queen c1, checkmate. Very fun little trap. I would not suggest you play it in long play games, obviously. There are ways white can get out of this. So for example, after queen takes b2, white simply plays knight c3. Then black's best move is bishop b4, but even after that, white's got rook b1, queen moves to a3, and now white has got a very strong position after knight d5, because now he's hitting this bishop with everything that he's got, and he's also threatening c7. This is very dangerous for black. Still a very fun trap. You can catch your opponent very unsuspectingly, especially in blitz, bullet, and even for me, I found with 5-minute blitz, I caught at least 5 guys. Hope you have fun with this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.